and that was Sune Tua by Hailu Magaria. I decided to start the last show of the semester with African jazz funk. I think that'd be the right way to describe the noise. I don't know. It's really good summer music. That's why I tend to find out. That's what I always say. If you're looking for music to listen to during the summer, um, 70s African jazz funk music. It's pretty specific. I know it's specific, but it sounds really good. And I'm probably gonna be spinning a bunch of that during the summer when I'm working. Be working on summer school and then my job and doing little activities here and there. But yeah, it is. Let's just get started with the week. Good afternoon, listeners of Coffee Noise. I'm your host, DJ Marlin, and if you know what day it is, today it is Tuesday, April 30th. This is the last show of the spring 2024 semester. Let's see. I have about two more papers to do and an exam, I think, next week. Both papers are both everything's actually due next week. I am not looking forward to that. There are like one paper is 2,000 words, the other paper I think is like 25 to 3,000 words. The exam is easy. I'm gonna pass that. Not to sound very egotistical, but I just am gonna pass that. But yeah, what to do about that? Studying, really, that's the only thing I can really do because you know that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to study. I don't know how there are students who can just like, I'm going to not study and still pass. I don't know how you do that. Maybe because you're doing an easier major. I really can't do that with philosophy. You kind of you're forced to read a lot. Do I like it? Yeah, I love my study, but oh geez, it's a lot of reading. Like yesterday, I finished a 2,200 word paper about with the citations and everything. It was maybe like 9 pages or 10 pages long. That was a very difficult paper to write. But you know what? That is behind me, and I will pass that class hopefully. So I'm pretty sure I will. I'm pretty sure I'll pass the class with a an A minus, which is you know what? It's a passing grade, and I'm going to take that. Let's get a quick look at our weather. Right now in the city of Edinburgh, we're looking at 90 degrees with a high of 92 and a low of 76 degrees. I don't know if it's noticeable, but I was actually a bit sick over the weekend. I came with a basic little cold. Um, I'm feeling better now. Just the back of my throat's a bit scratchy. That's the best way to describe it. Um, I drink a lot of tea. Tea is actually really good. I think I had some chamomile tea. I had chamomile, I had green tea, and I forgot what the last flavor was. I believe it was a lavender based tea. It tastes really good. I was not expecting lavender tea to taste like lavender. I don't know how to describe it, but it had like a certain taste to it. You know what? I'm just gonna nerd out about tea for a little bit. I mainly do it with coffee because I do like coffee. It's the one thing it's like one of my personal little spoils is a nice cup of Joe here and there. Maybe cold, ice, whatever. Whipped. I don't really care for whipped coffee that much. But tea, though, I don't drink it daily. There are people who drink that stuff every day. I don't only drink it maybe once in a blue moon. It just so happened over the weekend. I was a bit sick, so I had to drink some tea here and there. You know what? I think I might get back on the tea wave. I want to try that yerba mate tea. I tried the little yellow cans you get like the gas station and whatnot. Guyake or whatever they're called. You know what I'm talking about. And I love those teas. I don't know why. My brothers don't really care for them. I personally like those. But I want to get like the actual tea itself. We're going to make that today's theme. Today's theme is going to be talking about tea and drinks in general. Let's get to the next track right now. This is about to be "Rule of the World" by Boards of Canada from their, I believe, like a 1996 album. Oh, jeez, I'm already messing up on the dates already. Let's just check really fast. Yes, from their 1998 album, "Music Has the Right to Children," released via Warp Records. This is Boards of Canada. You know what? You gotta love some 90s IDM music. Let's get back to talk about tea recently. Or I'm not gonna talk about tea. Today, it's the last show of the semester. I had a great time with y'all, with the listeners out there, and I will be back in the fall. But I won't be here for the next 3 months. So you know what? Let's talk about some random things. Just going around the news in general. We're not, in Pitchfork, music news. New Taylor Swift album. Didn't really care for it. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, the big news for today. Kendrick Lamar responds to Drake diss with the new song Euphoria. I have, I haven't heard it yet. I know my friend Ruben has. Shout out to him. Um, I don't listen to them. I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar often, but he's a great rapper. So, Drake's gonna take another L as always. I don't really care for Drake. It's not like I hate Drake. I don't hate him, but I just don't really care for his music. Um, Maybe it's for a good reason. I don't know. To listeners out there, should I start listening to Drake or should I just leave it on the back burner and just never come back to it? I'm leaning towards just like never caring about it because I feel like that would be kind of good for me. But yeah. Let's see. Over the week we had the new Blade album, Cold Visions, making the Pitchfork's best new album list. Let's see where are some other good albums we came out recently. Last we had the new Justice album, Hyperdrama. Haven't gotten around to listening to it, but I know people online have been raving about it. Been talking a lot about it recently, so I'm definitely checking it out. We have the new Saint Vincent album, All Born Screaming. Definitely gonna need to check that out. The new English Teacher album, This Could Be Texas. Great album. It's like, whoa, this is good. This is really good. Um, I don't know how to describe it, but if you want to listen to something a bit more of a prog rock, kind of like a mix of folk and electronica, post punk, definitely check out English Teacher. New album, This Could Be Texas. I believe it was their debut album, actually. Um, it's a great album. I can't talk about much about it. We have the new If I Don't Make It, I Love You album by Stillhouse Plants. Great album. The new Pearl Jam album, Dark Matter. I've seen videos online. The colored vinyl pressing. It looks beautiful. The vinyl itself is a beautiful mix. Let's see what's in the album. Yeah, they got the new Lucy Rose album. This Ain't the Way You Go Out. I believe that's more like a alternative country or not really. What is it? I don't know. I haven't heard about it. I haven't really heard Lucy Rose. I'm gonna check her out later today when I'm doing some basic studying, some basic reading. All that really. Excuse me. I'm still a little sick. Nothing major, but I'm gonna go home later tonight in the evening, late night since I get back in Harlingen around midnight because I take the 11 o'clock bus. So I'll be back home around midnight, about like 12:40, no, like 12:30 ish kind of business. Am I looking forward to that? Yes and no. Yes and no. But it is a new day. New. I forgot what I was going for. Wow, I really forgot what I was going for. Hmm. Shout out to Plastic Disc online. If you want to follow an account on Instagram that does like vinyl records, he's the man. Alex out of California. Shout out to him. Let's get into the next track right now because I'm gonna need to drink some water, and you know what? I think it'll be a good transition to the next track. This is Soul with the track in the beginning from the 2022 album Today and Tomorrow. Beautiful song, just beautiful. You know what? I'm not even going to talk anymore. Stay silent. Just get with the music. And we are back. It is 2:31 with about 41 seconds on the clock. Let's see. What should I talk about now as being the last show of the semester? Actually, I have an idea. Um, how should I say this? Sometimes what I've noticed, listeners they get kind of burnt out with music, and that makes total sense. Obviously, we hear a lot of music every single day. I mean, even if you don't think about it, we're constantly surrounded with music one way or another. So, sometimes we just don't even pay attention to it. And I was actually having a discussion with this once with a friend of mine. Shout out to Gael, he goes to Brownsville. After a while, you when you fall in the habit of listening to a lot of music every single day, when you get out of it, it hits you from the moment like, oh wow, no matter how hard I try listening to music, as much as a thing that I love, or anything that you really love, film, music, making art, education, who cares, whatever, what it be, anything that you truly have a passion, you love for, you will never get to experience all of it. And it's kind of nihilistical when you think about it. But at the same time, it's also kind of like a beautiful thing. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's a weird mixed bag. This is Together in a Big Black Car by American Pleasure Club. And that was Steve Reich with the track It's Gonna Rain Part 1. I believe that came out from the 1960s. Steve Reich is one of my personal one of my personal heroes when it comes to making experimental art, experimental music as a full. Um, I'd argue he could be like one of the first ones really to start doing that tape looping. He found like they were giving like a speech. A Pentecostal preacher was giving a speech, and he just recorded that line. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain, and he just looped it over and over with tape pedals and whatnot. And it just gives us this mesmerizing effect, on both ends. Like, it's gonna rain. 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 I love it. I don't really know what else to say for it, but Steve Reich is an amazing artist. I mean, I'm pretty sure one of us have already heard his songs. Music for 18 Musicians. I mean, that's a beautiful album. You can hear what's going on outside really right now. I personally love it. I really do. What happened here? All right, so something with the mic, something happened, but you know what? We're still gonna work with it. Um, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. You know what? I had a great semester with you all, a really great semester, and I will be missing those who are graduating this fall. So, well, let's get into the next track. This is Earth Mover from Have a Nice Life from their 2008 album Death Consciousness. All right, let's get into it. All right, listeners, it is right now 2:58, so I'm about to finish up right now. As always, this week's playlist will be available on Apple Music and Spotify. Follow me on Instagram at Watford2003. And yeah, this is the last show of the semester, and I will be back here with you all during the fall semester. So I'll see you within the next few months. Um, what should I say? Take care of yourselves. Get an education, be with your family, go meet people. Currently, yeah, right now, actually, just a little flex here and there. Um, but you know what? I hope all the listeners out there have a great rest of the semester. Whether you're doing summer or fall, and if you are in the graduating class, congratulations on whatever you get, bachelor's, master's, doctoral, even depending on if you're doing that. I hope nothing but the best for you. I hold no grudges. This was Coffee Noise with your host DJ Marlin. I will see you all in a few months. Goodbye.